It's a kind of magic.
Hello, welcome to Magic Monday.
Welcome to Magic Monday.
Welcome. It's so good to
Another
have you
great week
here.
to be alive.
Another great week to be alive. Today we're going to talk about the perfection in every situation.
And the art of embracing all that is.
Yes, and blessing and like having gratitude for everything that's thrown your way in life, because it is all perfect. It is all there to help you to grow, to the perfection in every moment, no matter whether we perceive it to be good or bad.
Yeah.
It's
To take the label away. Not
Yes.
trying to make it just, it is as it is, just attending to the needs of this moment,
yeah,
embracing it with its lesson, and also finding the gifts and the resources within yourself that you didn't find before, like the extra cards to be taking the bull by the horn instead of
Yeah.
running away from the arena.
yeah. I've had a lot of situations this week where I've had to step up into my full power and where I've had to communicate very clearly and detach from whatever turmoil or old patternings going on inside of me and let that go and actually step up. And every time I do this, it's like my heart's expanding and it just feels so, it just connects me to myself and makes me feel alive.
No, I guess we were saying when you are being true to yourself, your frequency vibrates higher, bigger, and every time you lie to yourself, it kind of shrinks. So the more you have the courage to be of service to what life demands you in this moment, instead of running away from it, it actually does make you grow.
Yes,
Definitely
makes you
it
grow.
empowers you, doesn't it?
It
You
does.
keep thinking, yeah.
It empowers you,
Yeah.
but it's beyond the ego. So it's in a different part
It's
of your
true
chakra.
power.
Like it's past this sacral, base. It's more in these upper chakras because it just feels perfect. Like
Yeah.
it's just making you grow, but it's not just making you grow. It's you're laying that stage for somebody else to step up
True.
onto keeping your vibration high, allowing others to come and witness you and be in their truth up there, instead of being in the nitty gritty and the blame and externalizing.
Yeah, because gratitude does elevate your frequency.
It definitely does.
And it helps you to be living truthfully from your heart. And it empowers you because then the communication with your foundation of courage is more clear and more abundant, and life is kind of flowing and all your intelligence are aligned and you are fully awake to life is demanding of you in this moment.
Yeah.
And without running away from it, without thinking, oh no, I don't want to do this, you just go for it.
Yeah, like, often situations would arise between people in my life, whoever they are, whether they're work colleagues or neighbours or friends or whatever, and I took that stance of, oh, well, this too shall pass. Well, I'll just let this pass, like it'll all work itself out, which is okay, but I'm finding that when you actually step up and have those difficult conversations and address what's going on, heart to heart, honestly, truthfully, it just changes everything. It just elevates you, makes you grow, puts you in your power, empowers you, and gives that gift to the other person as well.
No, you see, she's being true to herself. She goes, no, I don't want that.
I didn't choose to sit on your lap. Go on, you're
And
going to
I'm
land on
not
Banjo.
going to. Shall I open the door? This is live, real live.
She's so needy sometimes that she likes, when you're busy, just to have her needs addressed
It's a
first.
bit like the kids, they're quite happy
Yeah.
to play, and the second you're on the phone, they want your
want you.
attention.
Yeah, totally. But it's all perfect.
Yes.
It's all perfect. Like there's nothing to get attached to either way. It's responding, and that was one thing that came up as well for me this week, was to be able to, you have situations in life and you kind of either don't say what you want, or you just quiet, or you feel like you didn't deal with it very well, and then later on in your day you have this like, oh, I wish I'd said this, or I wish I'd done this, or next time I'll do that, but you also realize there's not a next time because that situation has passed. Yeah, it's definitely one of my goals to step into the space where the situations that arise, I can address them and do exactly what I think of like 2 hours later.
And when we're talking, in order for us to respond clearly and courageously to every situation that life presents, we need to practice presence constantly, chronically. What's the word when you do something repetitively, you know?
Like with discipline, I guess. Like
Yes.
lots of people struggle with that word discipline because
There's
it's
another
the
word I'm looking for.
harshness of the discipline, but I suppose the discipline is just having that routine and it being non-negotiable. Like that's what you do.
The constancy, is that a word?
Consistency?
Yeah, you
Consistency.
consistent, you know.
That you're consistent, with your
Consistent
practices.
with your practice, yeah.
And even, you know, as we've said before, that you sometimes might not feel like sitting down to practice.
Yeah.
We all have Mrs. Lazy.
Yeah.
We all have Mrs. Lazy going on, but actually that's when Mrs. Lazy is there, that's the most important time to step into that power of like, this is non-negotiable, this is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's time for you to have a nap, Miss Lazy.
Yeah, Miss Lazy, because this is what I'm doing and I'm not going to be talked out of it, and I'm going to make sure I do it because the practice is enabling me to be in the moment, 100% connected, and therefore it's allowing me to operate in this world from my truth. And by doing that, yeah, it's like empowering myself, but also empowering others.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Because your truthfulness is an invitation for others to be true.
Totally.
Always.
Yeah, and an inspiration, I guess, you know, we're all inspired by people
We
that
all
can
want to
step
be
up.
loved. We're all very sensitive, and most people don't like conflict. Yes, we want to not rock the boat, want to be, you know.
Yeah.
Where actually you go way further in better destinations when you own.
Yeah, when you own it. And for me, like now I can't stop doing that.
Yeah, she's like, where's the
I'm
next
like, okay,
challenge?
where's the next
Where's the
person
next
that I
person
need
who's
to have
Just
an
say
open
right.
communication? Because I'm now just really obsessed with practicing. I'm like, I just need to practice. I just need to practice it all the time. But also, it's like my life has turned into a soap opera. But I'm not attached to a drama of the situation. But I actually do feel this week that I've just been dealing with things that I probably would have just shut the door and hidden away from or run away from. But I've been actually dealing from it. So at the end of the day, I don't feel, there's nothing on my heart. There's nothing making me feel grey. There's nothing, it's all let go of because I've processed straight away and had the conversations and it's gone. Yeah.
Well done, Ruth.
I know, it's so much growth this week. It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's I mean, that's the beauty of being a human being. The growth is constant, and the more you are thirsty to be aware and conscious and present and true to your heart and be courageous and creative, the more life gives you opportunities to be all that. So it becomes more and more exciting to be
It's
alive.
like that saying, you know, when life gives you lemons, make limoncello. I changed it from lemonade to limoncello. Like, you know, when life gives you lemons, have a gin and tonic. Or something. Yeah, like, being able to take any form of situation that's presented to you and see the positive. Make it a positive.
Also, you know, sometimes there are reasons why we don't like the situation. And sometimes the real reason is obscure. It might be an old pattern. It's an unconscious pull, right?
Yeah.
And to try not to change it, not to run away from the relationship, not to run away from the job, not run away from the conflict. Just sit with it. Try not to change the external, but invite something inside of you to shift so you can embrace it differently.
Yes.
Yeah? And you're like, and that's the real growth, because you can run away again and again. The same lessons are going to come again and again. So it's for you to sit with what is and finding the solution inside of yourself, finding a new way to approach
a new way to operate, like a new operating system. Yeah, because so many people think that change and growth comes from moving to a new city or changing your friendship group or
But
your
you-
situation, but that is not, for me,
To
that's
get out
not
of your comfort
growth.
zone. Is
Growth,
really good.
because you're always going to hit that same brick wall.
Yeah.
And you have to, that lesson will always be there. You're just delaying it if you keep.
But if you embrace the discomfort,
Yes.
if you try, go, okay, this doesn't feel right. What
I
can
gotcha. I gotcha.
do? What are we going to do about this? And you sit with it truthfully, and something comes up that you didn't know you had in your mind, or in your heart, or in your courage before.
Yeah, totally.
Then
Totally.
you move through that challenges instead of running away from it, and then you get on the other side, and you're stronger, bigger, and you're like, okay, give me the next mountain.
Yeah, and then there's
Bring
the
it
next
on.
mountain and the next mountain.
Like you just go, bring it on.
Yeah, bring it on. Who's next?
Anybody
Who's
has a problem with it? Or with my dog, or with my car, or with my...
Or with anything. Let's just get it all out in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we were talking about having a practice that can help us to connect us to that, that current moment of, again, perfect. The dog is shouting.
Giving thanks on a chronic basis.
Yeah. So blessing everything. So.
Blessing everything.
Oh, I lost some money. Thank you. Oh, I just won the lottery. Thank you. Oh, I just got fired. Thank you. Just
whatever.
realizing that everything that happens to you, you never actually, the juice is always after something that's broken you down.
Yeah.
It
How you
always
mend
gets
it,
better.
how
It's
you
like
get
how
up
you grow,
again.
how you get back up, and how you develop yourself.
And sometimes, because we don't have the full picture of the map of our destiny, we often don't know what's best for us.
Yeah.
On
true.
the grand, on the
grand scale,
yeah.
in the big picture.
So to go, to accept what it, to embrace it, to do the best you can with that situation and move on, not to hold on to it and contract on it either.
Yeah.
Because then you make it grow and you can't move from there. But if you kind of embrace it, they say everything you embrace dissipate, everything you resist persists. Yeah.
Yes.
So if you keep embracing,
And I had
embracing.
the true understanding of keep your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. This week I've totally had that understanding, because people who you would have said were your enemies are the ones that are giving you the opportunity to have those difficult conversations. And so by keeping your enemies closer, you're actually encouraging or making yourself grow quicker. So they're beautiful, like they're so essential in your life for you to change and grow.
They're there for you to find your tools faster.
Yes.
Your bigger tools.
Yeah, and it's confronting. And you have to be vulnerable. And vulnerability is obviously one of the most difficult things too.
But it's also the most rewarding one.
Yeah.
Like for example, even with our Magic Mondays, it's kind of vulnerable.
Yeah.
We're being truthful, we share what we share, and you open yourself to criticism.
Yes.
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 But you also open yourself to giving presents to people that you had no idea you could have touched. So
exactly.
There's great
like
rewards in being
this week
vulnerable.
we just put the Magic Mondays onto YouTube, and I've had messages in my inbox from people who've really loved it, and it's really changed their day. And you just never know what your impact is until you put yourself into your vulnerability and allow yourself to share yourself with the world.
Yeah.
It's a very beautiful thing.
It
We are so fortunate in this era where we have, sitting in my caravan with a phone and a plug-in mic and a spotlight, and then within half an hour this can be live online with the rest
four
of the
corners of the world. Yeah.
It's incredible the gifts that we have to share now. So
It is. Well, may you embrace yourself fully in all the situation you come across
Warts
in
and
your
all.
journey, in your fabulous love, in your fabulous life, fabulous love.
Yeah,
Warts and all.
Warts and all.
Warts and all.
Oh, okay. So blessings.
Blessings. Have a
Thank you
wonderful
so
week.
much for listening. Have a wonderful week.
Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next Monday.
Bye.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of magic.